we'll call this meeting to order of the City of Nacogdoches Development Corporation. Today is March 5th, 2026, and the time is 5 p.m. With that, we'll go ahead and start with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you'll please rise and face the flag. Start. U.S. flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Salute the Texas flag.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
You're not, it's 5 o'clock, Chad.
Just let the record reflect that Chad's here at 5:02. Good afternoon. Glad you could make it.
Glad to be here.
All right. Well, we've called the meeting to order and the Pledge of Allegiance. We'll go and start with item number 3, regular agenda. City of Nacogdoches Development Corporation will receive staff recommendation on the following items and may deliberate and take formal action on the item. First is 3A. Consider approval of the minutes from the City of Nacogdoches Development Corporation regular meeting held on February the 5th, 2026. Entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve those minutes.
Scott.
Second.
Second by Chad. Any discussion regarding the minutes? Any changes? If not, all those in favor of accepting the minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Next, we'll move to 3B, discuss and make recommendations for amending the bylaws of the corporation.
Mr. President, members of the board, Jerry Baker, City Attorney. What you have in front of you is a proposed amendment to the bylaws for the City of Nacogdoches Development Corporation. There's been some questions asked as to what we can do as far as a corporation if we don't really have regular business to conduct. And so that came to a head, I guess, for this meeting. And so the suggestion was to make a recommendation to the City Council to amend the bylaws to make for that concession. So if you'll turn on page 3 of 9 of the amended bylaws, you'll see the proposed amendment that I'm presenting. And it basically allows the president to make the determination if there's no business to cancel the regular meeting of the board of directors. And you'll note there's a footnote there at the bottom of the page. So for if the president is unable or to act or is absent, then the vice president can take that action. And I'm ready to answer any questions you may have.
Question?
Logical.
All right, then.
And we left this category broad, so if there's any other matters in the bylaws you would like to discuss and potentially make recommendations to the council to amend, that's open for discussion.
Mr. Baker, may
Yes.
I ask you a question?
Sure.
As a general rule, does the vice president act in the absence of the president?
Generally, yes.
Okay, so this is not unusual at all.
No.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make that clear because, we won't, if you're preparing the agenda for the meeting, whether to call it or not, and the president's unavailable, clearly there's no official action as to whether or not he's the presiding person for that meeting. So because we don't have a meeting at that point. So I just wanted to make that clear in the bylaws so there's no question going forward.
Well, I'd like to just make a statement, if you don't mind. This development corporation is new, and we've waited and finally got an EIN number, and I want everyone to, it was set up for a reason, and as time goes on and we receive our permanent funding, there will be a lot more to discuss on this board than there is right now. It's in its infancy, so we just have to be patient, and when we get our permanent funding, there'll be a lot more items on the agenda to discuss. So,
And one of the reasons this amendment is being brought forward is we want to be mindful of your time. If there's no action, we don't want to have a regular meeting just to meet. And so this is one of the reasons for the proposed amendment.
Okay. All right, any other questions? If not, entertain a motion.
I move that we accept the amended bylaws as a recommendation for final approval by City Council as presented.
I second.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? If not, all those in favor of accepted the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries.
Just to clarify, Mr. President, once city council approves, it will be brought back to the board for formal adoption.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. With no other items to come before this group, entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion. Second. All in favor, stand up. Thank you very much.
Stand up and leave.